It's the mysterious rock that was found on Mars. You know, what is this rock? Let's talk about it. Let's get into this. Let's play a video here.
This is a very strange pair of images. These are two images. They were taken 12 days apart, and this just happened. I mean, this is going on right now. This is where Opportunity is currently parked, and you can see 12 days apart, a rock just simply appeared in front of us. In fact, we've narrowed down the date of its appearance to about a 4-day period. This is strange. Now, we don't think that anything particularly exotic happened here. The most likely scenario, just uphill from this location, as we were driving on some bedrock, the Opportunity rover did a kind of a pirouette. We call it a turn in place, but drove in such a fashion that it would drag the right front wheel kind of chattering across the ground. And we think that in the process of that wheel moving across the ground, again, this is speculation at this point, that we kind of flicked it, kind of tiddly-winked it out of the ground, and that it moved to the location where we see it. We have not found the divot, the hole from which this thing popped out, but the reason for that, we think, is because the place where we believe it came from is currently blocked by the solar arrays. We can't actually see that spot. So soon we're going to maneuver so we can go searching for that spot. But what's interesting about this rock is a couple of things. It appears that it may have flipped itself upside down. And if that's the case, what we're seeing is we're seeing a surface, the underside of the rock in its original configuration, that hasn't seen the Martian atmosphere for perhaps billions of years. And so we're seeing stuff that we don't normally get to see. So this is an ongoing story of discovery. As I said, Mars keeps throwing new stuff at us, and it's these kind of unexpected discoveries that make this mission continue to be the exciting, fun thing that it is.
So there you got it. I think, Matthew, you're up. Swing, bada, bada, swing.
Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the man that you were just showing is a film director named Dirk Finkelmeyer, and he's made 32 films so far, and usually under assumed names. So obviously he's lying. Somebody just, you know, probably a grip forgot his donut on set, and I mean, it's just like the flag waving on the videos of the supposed moon landings.
Moon
I mean,
landing, yeah.
It's the same. I mean. They're just trying to cover up their poor production. They should have you know, hired people with better skills at maintaining a set integrity. I mean, it's really sad how bad these guys are at what they're doing. They should be more careful before they release this stuff to the public and pretend like it's actually Mars that the rover was on. So I'm not convinced, and they're going to have to do better than that because we know the truth.
Very well said. And to be honest with you guys, some of the conspiracy theories here before Ned goes on here is, well, not conspiracy theory, this one, the scientist Steve Squares at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, he called it a jelly donut. He goes, hey, it looks like a jelly donut. And that's where I guess a couple people are running with that.
See?
You could be right, Matthew. You know, you could be right. You know, of course, we got to keep our, you know, we got to be skeptical on these types of things. So, and then the other couple conspiracy theories on this rock is that they believe it's part of a trap door that was exposed, and also the next conspiracy theory here on this is that it's haunted with ghosts moving rocks around, throwing rocks at the rover. So there's three right there. Negation, Ned.
Well, plausible and probable, I would say, is the operative word to all of those theories, if you would even use that word that loosely. I mean, again, I think it's interesting how, you know, something that, to me, really, I mean, it's cool that there's a rock there that wasn't before, but what is interesting is when you read the articles and stuff, just like that guy was saying, you know, the rover moved. It wasn't like they took a still, didn't move at all, and then took another still, and all of a sudden this rock appears out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it had been static and not moving at all, okay, now we're talking about something.
Yep.
Now, even with that, though, we do have precedent here on Earth for that happening. I think, I'm sure some people in the audience are aware of the rocks in Death Valley that move on their own. They seem to float across the ground and have literally trails every night when they move. And the actual mechanism that that allows those rocks to travel, we don't know how it works. I mean, there's people out there literally doing PhDs trying to figure that out. Now, I don't think it's the same thing as in Mars. My belief would be, yeah, just like that scientist said, it either kicked a rock over when they were turning, or perhaps there was a rock that was stuck in the treads, and when they started to move, it dislodged itself and fell forward. I mean, to me, that makes so much more sense. But because people just want to buy into these, I mean, unbelievable, just most outlandish things you can come up with, I'm surprised they're not saying that Bigfoot now is on Mars throwing rocks at the rover. I mean, that would not surprise me for somebody to posit that freaking as a quote-unquote theory.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, it's just going to be something like that they kicked up a rock or it fell off one of the treads or something like that. But again, it's cool. I mean, at least it gets people thinking about Mars again and
absolutely,
the rovers and trying to get focused back on NASA, which, I mean, don't get me started because the funding that goes into NASA and again, I'll rant forever if I start getting pissed off about how under budgeted NASA is.
Yes, it is.
Come on.
We've talked about that before, man.
I could tell you the name of the grip that lost the donut on set. Okay. Don't act like it was serious. I mean, like, don't act like it's some rock, like this supposed rover on this supposed terrain. Come on.
See, guys, just let you know.
Serious.
Just let you know, we're not being biased tonight. We got multiple views here on these topics tonight. So, see, we're not being biased tonight. We're not near Fox News, okay? Even though Matthew probably supports Fox News, but anyway, go ahead, Ned. What were you gonna say?
I was just saying fair and balanced.
Yeah, we're fair and balanced. There we go, just like Fox News. Awesome. But no, seriously, listen here, man. It's great to imagine. I made a video on my Profound Atheist about this, looking into space and stuff and wondering what's out there. It's great to imagine, what could possibly be out there in the vastness of space. But, I think people just need to remain calm and skeptical until we know the facts or have the facts and evidence. I think people just need to, stop it with these conspiracy theories when it comes to this shit, Matthew. But, yeah, you got to remember, Spirit died in 2010, and we still have opportunity and curiosity out there on Mars. So let's see if they could find some more things on Mars and maybe life forms, which I'm sure they will. But, but I don't know. That being said, I got a couple pictures I'm going to go over real quick before we get to our first break and to our Skeptic of the Week here. Let's see here. Here's some conspiracy theory pictures from Mars. Here we go. Oh, that's not the one I want to show first. I want to show you the alien on Mars. That's the first one I really want to show. There it is right there. You guys remember that one? That wasn't too long ago, I don't think, right? There's the first one right there. And we got another one, another alien one here. This is an aliens. And when I say aliens, I mean aliens. They were playing a little joke on Curiosity rover one day.
No, that's actually Natalie Portman.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Oh, I can see where you're saying. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, so next one's a lizard. This was recent, too, from Curiosity picture. Yeah, it's pretty cool. From NASA, by the way. You see the little NASA little copyright logo down there on the left, so you could tell. It's a rock lizard. They're called rock lizards on Mars, and they don't move. They just sit there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And this one claims there's spiders on Mars, and this is a picture from Curiosity, I think. Yeah, look at all the spiders. I don't see the spiders, but supposedly people claim there's a lot of spiders in this picture. I don't know if it's all the black spots.
Yeah, those are actually extras from Starship Troopers.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, I can see what you're saying there, yeah. And this one here is, this is what Mars shows you, or NASA, Mars, listen to me. This is what NASA shows you. I can't read tonight. This is what NASA shows you. Okay, see that nice? Look at that. Looks pretty cool, right? But this is what the conspiracy theories say out here. It looks like that. It's an underground city, by the way, guys. NASA is hiding an underground city on Mars. Okay?